Hey guys, Dr. Greg. Leaky gut syndrome. This is gaining all kinds of attention and understanding. However, most people have no clue what leaky gut syndrome actually is. So quite simply, your intestinal lining, and you have huge amounts of surface area in your intestinal lining, but your intestinal lining is but one cell layer thick. So if my pointer finger is a cell and my thumb is a cell, those two cells are supposed to make what is called a tight junction. So that the junction between these allows your food and the toxins and the bugs and the nutrients to pass through the intestinal tract. Leaky gut syndrome is simply when there is a legitimate hole or crack or fissure between the two cells. Now here's why that is a big deal. What happens then, think of it, whatever's in your intestinal lining can now pass through the intestinal lining and go into your bloodstream, because what's around your intestinal cells is the muscle around your intestine, and the muscle is full of blood. So then infection, immunoglobulins, and even undigested food particles now pass into your bloodstream. Now, a huge conversation that we've been having is that conversation around inflammation. So, leaky gut syndrome unquestionably can cause inflammation. I also need to tell you that number one, we test for leaky gut syndrome. The number one test that we use in the world of functional medicine is something called total protein. Now, total protein has nothing to do with how many chicken breasts you're eating or how many ribeyes you're eating. It has to do with a marker in the serum regarding this thing called leaky gut syndrome. Now, there are fancier tests that can be checking for it, but quite simply, we look at total protein. So if your total protein is less than 6.8 or more than 7.4, that is an indicator clinically of leaky gut syndrome. Now, I almost always see leaky gut syndrome when I see autoimmune diseases on laboratory. Now, the question is, who's the chicken or who's the egg? Well, we don't know, because many times I see leaky gut and autoimmunity together. Though I will tell you that I believe that the autoimmune condition will cause the leaky gut. So there are specific protocols that can be used for leaky gut, because even if you have infection, you have to heal the gut first. You have to pay attention and heal the gut. So look at your labs, reach out to us if you need some help.